tripping with me till I on my mind. Yeah,
100%.
I mean, maybe Damian Maya. Good work there from Marvin Biggs again. Marvin Biggs' hands don't lie.
And when he's done here, he's going to mess around and on the court and get a triple-double with them shorts.
Yeah. Sounds like a good day to me. Oh, good knee to the body from Biggs. A lot of good strikes.
Hello everyone, my name is Jay Money, and today we got a special guest in the building.
Marvin's Beauge.
Bro, what's going on, man? You coming all the way from Florida, man, coming down to Boston. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, you know how to do this interview with Jay Money, man.
So yeah, man, let's talk about your childhood, man. I know you're a Haitian, so where you born actually in Haiti, bro?
Born there, lived there for like 3 years, and then moved to America when I was 3. I actually moved to Florida when I was 3, and then, yeah.
So how was life like growing up in Haiti, like with your family and all that? Were you close to your family?
Honestly, it was such a short period, but I do remember like, you know, little bits and pieces. I do remember growing up with like my cousin Madashe, Will, Nick. Like the same close family like we got now is the same people I was raised with. But, like that's only for 3 years of your life, so it's, you know, it's not like you're gonna remember a good percentage of it. Just memories.
What area did you actually grew up in Haiti, bro?
I think I might have been too young to remember that, honestly. Like all I can remember is Port-au-Prince. Like that's what you hear, but I don't know what part. Like, you know, I don't know like any specific like areas to be exact. Like.
So since you've been in here, you never went back?
Never went back.
Let's get Marvin Valley Curl, man. Let's get Marvin Valley Curl, man.
Ontical, you feel me? I'm better than Kodak, that's for sure.
All right, so take us like your first, I mean, you did came in at a young age. I was gonna ask you your first day in the U.S., man. How was that like for you?
First day in the U.S., damn, I was, what, 3? Honestly, I don't remember that, but I remember when we first moved here, we moved to like my mom's friend. She's like a family friend, or like, and you know, we stayed with her up until I say a year or 2. Stayed with them for a year or 2, and then we moved to my uncle's house, and we stayed with them for a little bit until we moved to New York. So like, honestly, I don't remember the first day of moving to America, but I remember those early Florida memories and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say for me, man, my very first moment when I came in here in 2006, bro. So I think it was like in March of 2006 when I first came in here, bro. It was pretty cold. At the time, I couldn't really tell, right? It was at nighttime, so you know, at nighttime, even in Haiti, sometimes it could be a little cold at nighttime. But when I came in, bro, it was like you could see like it was like a sunny day the next morning. I woke up, bro. I'm looking through my window. I saw the sun outside, bro. So I'm like, let me go outside and play, right? I opened the door, bro. The cold just hit me, bro. I just ran back inside.
Bro, I remember first time dealing with the cold. We moved to New York for the first time. And, you know, you're like, yo, we see snow. I'm excited. Boy, that excitement for snow only lasted maybe an hour. After your hand starts freezing, your nose starts getting whatever, like, I was like, fuck. This, bro. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like,
so what about school, bro? Like what school do you actually attend? What school you went to?
First school I went to was a school called Spady. It was like in Florida. I went there for up until maybe kindergarten and first. Then I transferred to another school called Village Academy. Then halfway during 2nd grade, my dad had us move to New York for like a better paying job. So we went there. Then I went to PS 136, and then for middle school I went to IS 192. And then after middle school, we convinced my mom, because I hated New York. I still hate New York. Worst state out there. I convinced my mom to like allow us to move back, and then I went to Boynton Beach High School, and then I went to Village Academy High School. That was about it.
So all the school with Florida and New York and all that, man, like let's say like, because I know you're a fighter, right? You're a fighter now. So like, what are you getting into fights at school, man? Tell me about school, man. What kind of kid were you at school, man?
My last fight was in 7th grade. nah. Like, even now, I've never been a fighter, honestly. Like, I'm not a hothead, whatever calm as possible. Like, if you ever see me, I got into fights when I was younger, but it was like out of protection for yourself type shit. Like, yo, this person started with me, whatever, and I have to defend myself. That's what I did. Like,
Were you winning those fights though? Were you winning with those fights, man?
You know, I thought I was undefeated. Nah, nah, I did lose one fight in 6th grade, and then I remember being like my excuse. No, I lost one fight in 5th grade, and I lost another fight in 6th grade, and then the one in 6th grade I slipped, and I didn't know I was getting into a fight. We was joking, and I slipped, and then I felt like he punched me. He felt like I punched him, and then boom, and then there was another. Then the one in 5th grade, I got snuck. He snuck me. Then I don't remember the fight after that. Like, he had a good one on me.
So I assume the school teacher or the principals probably call your parents. Being Haitian, bro. How did that went down?
Never been suspended. Never got a call to my mom. Never got like about fighting. Here's the thing: once you're a good student, or like they're like, okay, he's calm, whatever. He don't really get in trouble. Even if you get into fights, they're just gonna be like, bro, he's a good kid. Like, just let him, like, whatever. I ain't lie. I remember fighting and it started crying because I didn't want to get in trouble type shit. And they'll just like let you go off, like
Fast forward now, you are an MMA fighter. So how did all that start? Because I remember when you came, because the last time you came down to Boston, like you weren't really talking too much. I mean, whatever. I remember you were always competitive, even in the basketball court. If Billy watching this video right now, yo, Billy, you know how Marvin was. Even you called him a hacker too, man. Because for playing defense, you were always like very aggressive. Like when you play sports. I know you were very competitive. So with like the whole fighting, how did that start, bro?
That was a bucket list thing. So when I was younger, I've always told like my friends, yo, like I want to do 2 things. For my bucket list before I die, I want to get in an amateur MMA fight, and I want to do an amateur boxing fight. And then I remember I had just broke up with my girlfriend, and that shit was like stuck on my head. Like, I was like, bro, I need some way to get this girl off my head type shit. And then I remember I was like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity now. Like, I need to keep myself active. I need to keep myself like doing something. And I remember I was like, oh, you know what? Let me join a gym. And then I hit up like a whole bunch of different gyms. And then the only gym to really get back to me was Ninjutsu martial arts.
Ooh.
And then
that's in Florida, right?
Montana and Jog. And then I remember the first call I got was from my coach Randy. He goes, hey, are you ready to be a champion? I was like, oh, damn, yeah, like whatever. And then we started talking. He's like, bro, like, you're gonna be the next one, this and that. And then he's like, can you come in tomorrow or today? I was like, bro, come in today. I ain't got nothing to do. Went in there for the first time, sparred, got my ass whooped, but I was like, this shit lit. Like, I'm like, bro, and I came back the next day, did the same thing, and then every day after that, because I used to work security, but it was like in the afternoon. So every morning, our gym used to be open from 11 up until I think like 2:30 or something like that. So I used to be there every morning, just going to train by myself. Terrible. I got videos of me being bad. But I did that for the first 3 months, just everyday training and going to class.
Hungry.
Bro, I remember my cousin, I told him like, cause I was like, I'm gonna compete one day. And he's like, I'm curious how good we're gonna get and fast. And I said, I believe it. I'm gonna work so hard, like I'm gonna get good fast. And then fast forward 3 months, I was fighting and I was winning. So
wow. Every single fighter that I know, they have like a nickname. What's your nickname, man?
First fight I had, was the Prodigy. Right? I went with the Prodigy, and then I realized that's so generic. Everybody, bro, you can look up, if you Google like MMA fighters with the name Prodigy, I guarantee you find hundreds.
Really?
And I was like, yeah, I'm changing this. Like, I don't want to be just in a generic ass Prodigy name or whatever. So I was trying to come up with a nickname. I was trying to be like, I went with like the Honey Badger. I went with the Wolverine. I was trying to think of all my coach Phil was not having it. Any little there is like, nah.
Oh, your coach was stopping you.
Oh, that's. I love that guy, but he's one of like he'll make fun of you for any little like, bro. So he was like, and then he ended up. I remember we sat at a we sat at his desk, and it was like a group of people and was trying to come up with nicknames for people and stuff like that. And I think his wife was like, I don't know, she said something that was like it was like a mean name, like, but it's like, nah, we can't get Marvin that. He's always smiling. I'm like, that's true. Like, and then he was like Marvin the ManHunter. And then we named it after, I don't know if you ever heard of Martian the ManHunter from DC. And I was like...
Probably not.
And I was like, damn, that's dope. And then I ended up sticking with that one.
So you say like, who gave you that nickname again?
My coach.
Wow.
Marvin the ManHunter.
Wow. So take us to actually your first fight now. So who did you actually fight for your first fight?
So, like I said, 3 months, we trained in, whatever. And there was there's something called a smoker. Right? Something called a smoker. It's like a little tournament, whatever. It's no records involved, whatever. Just people and just you come test yourself out. I remember they had a smoker, and my coach was like, "Just come watch, and then see what you see, whatever, and then the next one you'll do." So up until that point, I was starting to get good. I was there every day. I was training with him a lot, whatever, and then I remember we watched it, and we're just like, "Yeah, I could do this." Whatever. And so when was that? That was I think that was September. And the next smoker they had was in October. It was like, so my coach was like, bro, we're gonna do that one. I was like, all right, bet. So I trained for that one, did it, and then I fought, which I have the video of. I fought.
Let me guess, you whooped him.
Oh, fam, it was, yeah.
You whooped him.
Yeah, it was, and if you look, no technique, it was just like, ass whooping, bro. And then
how many rounds did they actually last?
So the way these smokers are, it's like a minute 30. It's a minute 30, and there's 1, 2, and it only goes to a third if you lose one of the rounds. But if you sweep the first 2, you win. Like you don't gotta go to a third. So first fight, I sweep. Go the first 2 rounds, whoop them. All right, good. Then the guy who ended up, my first amateur fight, he ended up winning his. So they gave us this option. They're like, y'all can either fight here or you can fight in an amateur, like an event. Like it's called XFN, you can fight there. And I'm tired. It's my first fight. Bro, my fight was maybe like 15 minutes ago. I was like, yo, we could fight later. Like, I'm not trying to fight now again, bro. Like, and then, bro, we did it. I think I had like 2 weeks to train for that. And then, bro, that experience was different. Like, you train for that, you get there, you do the whole weigh-ins thing. That was the first time I had to make weight, you know, doing that whole thing. And then you get there, you see your name on the card, and then like, now it's time for you to fight. No, so the same thing with my teammate. Same thing. He won his, then another guy won theirs. So they were like, okay, do you want to fight here or you want to fight XF? And he chose the same thing. So my teammate fought first. Nick, I love you, but he got destroyed. And then now my coach is pissed. My coach is like, bro, and they're like, so now they're looking at me like, I don't care how you do, just don't fight like that. Because he was nervous, he was whatever. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not nervous. Like, I'm really not. Let's just get this over with. Let's just do this. And I remember walking out and I'm in that cage and I'm like, hey, let's do this.
I was going to ask you, man, like, for your first time stepping in that cage, man, how did that really felt, man?
It was different. It was like, I was like, you just step in there and you're like, it's kind of relief. Like, I always tell people this, like, it's more nerve-wracking thinking about how the fight's gonna go. Like, damn, what if this happens? What if he does this? What if he does this? Once you're in that cage, you know it's like, it's no longer like, hey, what if da-da-da-nah. Your mind's not thinking about whatever anymore. So the moment that we started, they locked that cage and I looked at him. All right, let's go. And then first round, easy, win.
So you took him out in the first round?
No. First round was easy. First round, I'm Paul.
Out of how many rounds?
It's 3. So the rules for kickboxing are amateur. It's 3 rounds, 2 minutes. So First round, I'm going, looking good. Terrible technique at that time. I was only 3 months in, so technique is terrible. Not good of a fighter yet, but I have one thing that's always been on my side is pressure and like movement. So he's not really touching me. I'm winning. All my family's there coaching, bro. We go into that second round. Coach is like, good, we winning this. Let's go. Boom. Second round, I'm starting to get tired, but he's starting to put a little more pressure, but same thing. I'm like, the more pressure he puts on me, the more he hits me, the harder I'm going. Boom. Then I end up winning that second round. So now my coach is just like, we're up 2 rounds. All we gotta do is survive this one. We're good.
So are they automatically say who wins after each round?
Nah,
they say who wins each round.
You don't know. But it was, if you, like, you can, the way I've always fought is like, it's like I said, it's pressure, and like I'm trying to hit you more than you hit me. I'm trying to make sure that the crowd and the judges know this is not even a contest. Same shit. So it was like that. First round was like that. The second round was a little bit closer, but it was still like that. So we knew I was up 2 rounds. As long as you don't get finished, I don't get finished or whatever, I win.
So like after the fight, like I know like you have to wait for the judge to be like, oh, this is so and so won, so and so lost. But I've seen a lot of fights, especially for boxing, where you probably think you won the fight and the judge made a bad decision.
Oh, no, I've been through that too, though.
Were you nervous about the actual result after that?
Well, for that fight, I lost.
Also, the decision came up that you...
No. I didn't go to the decision for that fight. Like I said, first round won, second round won easy. But at that time, there was a lot of things I needed to learn. I needed to learn how to breathe properly. I needed to learn how to pace properly. I needed to learn how to train for a fight properly. There's a lot of things, but I mean, you can't learn that in 3 months. And me and Nick was our gym's first amateur fight. So even at that point, they didn't understand how do you train for a fight properly, how to like deal with, like we were our gym's first like fighters. So going into that third round, I'm sitting on that stool and my coach is like, yo, I know you're tired, but look over there. He's more tired than you. And I'm like, you're right. He is more tired than me. No, he wasn't. That boy came out, gun blazing, like started whooping my ass, bro. Like,
but you know one thing though. So how do you use that fight to get ready for the next one? Like, so normally, how do you prepare yourself for a fight?
So after that fight, I didn't fight again. Maybe so that fight was in November. I didn't fight it. No, yeah, that fight was in November. I didn't fight again all the way until April. Cause I was like, I never want that to happen again. Now you start to have doubt in yourself. You're like, damn, I don't want that to happen again to me. So going into that fight, going to my second fight, I'm training nothing but cardio. Just jump rope. Jump rope, they'll tell you is like, if you do 10 to 20 minutes of jump rope, that's like a mile, running a mile. So you do that all day. But when we're doing that all day, then you spar, get your conditioning right. You learn how to breathe properly. That's a lot of people don't even know how to breathe properly. Like, with a mouthpiece, you run, you do all those things, you do sprints, and then above all that, you can have all the best cardio in the world. Well, not everybody, there's some people with amazing cardio, but if your cardio isn't like Olympic level cardio, you need to learn to pace. And sometimes I still have a problem with that now, but it's about pacing. And in my second fight, I was able to last all 3 rounds, barely got tired, won unanimous. I think some of the judges had it 30-27, 30-26, which is like complete domination type shit.
Good. I was gonna say one thing too, man. So I know us being Haitian, man, we eat a lot of like, not just Haitian, the Caribbean, like if you word it like the third world countries or whatever, right? So I know we're heavy on our rice and we're more into the taste rather than our diet, right? Yeah. So what is your actual diet like? How do you, since you're a professional fighter now, you gotta be eating the correct stuff now. So what's your diet looking like right now, man?
I ain't lying, it's garbage. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta get better at that, I'm gonna be honest. Like, my teammate / cornerman, IZZY, always gets on me for that, like how trash my diet is, honestly. Like, if my diet was a little bit cleaner, cutting weight would be easier, like that. My cardio, I mean, it doesn't really affect my cardio, honestly. Because, but it would make weight cutting a lot easier and stuff like that. Yeah, it needs to get a little bit better. I'll be honest, bro.
Yeah, so like when it comes to like your physics and all that, man, your diets and all that, I was gonna say that's the thing where you have to be extremely disciplined, especially now. I know you like to eat whatever the food is, but you do have to be a little disciplined.
No,
on that,
you're 100% right. Like I said, I get that talk from my boy Izzy all the time. He tells me that all the time. And that is true though. You're the discipline, especially during your fight. Well, during your fight, like training camp, you want to be as disciplined as you can be. Outside of that, I mean, of course you can eat junk food once in a while, but you do, like my coach always says, like you got to treat your body like it's a Ferrari. Like you're not gonna just put no 87 or whatever. Like you're gonna put the best gas you can for your car. Type stuff. So it's the same thing with your body. You want to eat as healthy as possible, and I'm gonna try to work on that, honestly.
Outside of fighting, what's a daily day for you, man? What's a regular day for you, man? I noticed that you travel a lot. Like sometimes I see Marvin 1 week he's flying in Colombia, and then the next week he's in Brazil, and you know what I mean. So what's up, man? Tell me about traveling. Like what's all your?
Oh, bro. Traveling is like one of my biggest passions. Been to half of South America. We just went last year to Thailand. That was fun. We're going to the Philippines in May. I'm trying to get every continent taken care of at least 1 or 2 places in those continents. Like Europe. I do eventually want to go to Europe.
Have you actually been to Europe yet, or you want to go to Europe?
I want to go to Europe. Yeah, I haven't been to Africa, and so those are the two places really I haven't been to.
And you were saying since you came in here, I don't think you went to Haiti ever since you came in here, right? So how come you're not trying to go to Haiti? I know there's a lot of shootings going on down there, a lot of kidnapping.
There's a
and
little
stuff
too
like that.
much kidnapping.
But is there a time period you put that you want to go back to your country and then enjoy your country for once, man?
Hasn't crossed my mind. I'm gonna be honest. There's even my mom like she hasn't been to Haiti in a while. She used to go like pretty often, maybe like once a year, but it's gotten worse and worse. Ever since our president got assassinated and stuff like that, it's been bad. So, and it's a little too much kidnappings for my liking. My Creole isn't fluid enough for me to be out there just roaming around. You feel me? So, I'll wait.
One thing though, like in Haiti, like just like these guys, they can literally like look at your face and be like, this guy hasn't been in the country for some other time. That's the biggest thing with Haiti, man. These dudes literally, man, like you just look at your face and they be like, okay, Marvin has not been he's been in the US for a long time, man. Yeah, that's a crazy part about Haiti.
They don't tell by the way I speak Creole too. Like it's like if they got Esau in Haiti for Creole, I'm definitely in that class. Like my Creole is terrible. So I'm gonna wait till my career gets a little bit better, then I'm gonna go back. That was a lie.
What's up, man? In terms of fighting, man, like any upcoming fights to expect, man? Any upcoming fights?
Ooh, so I just finished with my last fight in February. That was an interesting fight. It was pretty good the first 2 rounds. Third round wasn't, it was a scary performance for everybody outside the ring. My coaches, my girlfriend, family, friends, they were a little scared for the end result of that. But I ended up winning and stuff like that. And my next fight, potentially speaking, March. If not that, I know for sure I have a fight in May. And then for July, I'm trying to get this title fight. So, those are the upcoming plans. And then, either way, if depending on how things go this year, go pro by the end of this year, or try to go pro by early next year.
So I know earlier, man, you were telling me how like an ex-girlfriend of yours is one of the reasons why you decided to start fighting, to kind of, in a way, to kind of like leave her in the past, sort of. So what about right now? What's your main motivation for fighting right now, man?
Honestly, It's two things. Competitiveness. I hate, I hate losing. So motivation is trained so that not too many people can beat me. And two, I know there's a lot of people I know that support me. My gym supports me crazy. I remember my friends and family, like they live in Tallahassee. That's a 6-hour drive. And whenever I have a fight, they come down and watch. Wilnick, which is my cousin from here,
That's one, man. That's respect right there, man.
He flew from Boston to come watch my fight one time. So
Wow.
it's like, bro, those, for those people that are doing that for me, I can't waste their time and just have them come and support me and just do anything out there. I want them to come, and I don't want to win to the point where it's like they're even guessing this, like guessing if I'm winning or losing. No, if you're gonna come and support me, make sure that win is dominant. So the whole time you're enjoying it, no scare.
Set. We don't play over here, man. We do this to come number one, man. That's for me, man. Anything I do, man, even doing this camera thing right here, man, I don't do it to come second, bro. I do it to be number one at it. You feel me? And Marvin, I always know you have that same mindset, bro. So what's your like highest and lows right now? Highest and lows. Highest moment in life and lowest moments in life.
In life. Honestly speaking, like, thank God I haven't had too many low moments. Like, honestly, like, I haven't had too many low moments. Highest moments is just I don't know, like the feeling you get after a win is different, because people will never understand. Well, I don't know, like not everybody, but I'm like that. Like I'm a self-proclaimed overthinker. So like the whole training camp, everything, I'm just thinking about, damn, all the possible ways I can lose. Yo, damn, this guy might beat me. Even if I'm supposed to win, it don't matter. Like, I might lose this. I might blah, blah, blah. Like, this, the doubt in yourself, and, you know, just all the things you go through. And after you win, and they raise your hand, everybody's telling you, yo, great fight, this and that. Like, it's literally like an amazing feeling. Like, that high is like amazing. Like, there's no better feeling to me after a win.
So I know there's a lot of kids that's gonna be watching this video, like, and their dream is one day they will wanna be the next Marvin. So any message you have for those kids, man?
Honestly, just being consistent. Being consistent, like people always like, damn, like, how'd you get so good so quickly? Because you could be like, okay, I've been training for 2 years. Like, but to most people that don't sound like that's a lot. For martial arts, 2 years is pretty quick to be, you know, kind of where I'm at right now. So it was just consistency. Like I said, for the first 3 months, I'm doing 2-a-days. Come in the morning, then I come at night. Then, you know, then from there, after 6 months, I'm doing the same thing. Come in the morning, train at night, and then finding like different ways to train. I just never stopped. And then, you know, like, no matter how hard it is, no matter, like, find a part of that you find enjoyable and make it fun. Like, if you are only joining because you want to be great, I get that. That's cool. But the moment that's no longer fun to you, you're not going to want to train. Find something of it that makes it fun, that makes it enjoyable. And once you love training, then, you know, you're going to be able to stick to it.
Are there any fighters out there that you look up to and one day you want to actually challenge that guy and whoop his ass at some point, man?
So my favorite fighter is Max Holloway. Max Holloway, he is just, his volume, the way he fights is just nothing but volume. He's set the record twice for the UFC for most punches landed and maybe attempted in a fight. Is just consistently just putting on amazing fights. And I'm like, my fight style's sort of similar, but I don't have his gas tank. So I'm trying to get to his gas tank and, you know, be able to do the same thing, because I know if I have that, then I'm be able to set records for most punches landed, most punches attempted, same thing. But I wouldn't be able to fight him because he's 145. Like, my first, fun fact, my first 2 fights were at 145, but that was kickboxing. It's 2 totally different things. Yeah, like, if I had to say somebody I would want to fight, it would have to be somewhere, I guess, in the UFC. I would say Brandon Moreno. Like, if you watch him fight, he's quick. And the thing with me is that it's my athleticism, quickness, fast twitch. So, it would be a fun fight to, I guess, test yourself. See how well you fare against somebody else just as quick. Somebody who's far more technical than you and stuff like that. And just, bro, I would love that fight.
Speaking of that too, like, 'cause you just mentioned the weight check. So like before you fight someone, like let's say they weigh more than you weight, right? Like what's the time period that you gotta actually like they give you for you to like match their weight?
Okay, so
and then to begin with, how do you like? What do you do to like? What's the process to that? To
lose the weight?
Yeah.
So people have different things. People have different ways to do it. Safely speaking, I know most people, they'll tell you want to be 15 pounds away from your fight weight. So for me, I fight at 135. So you want to be at least 150 by...
So it's 15 pounds away.
You want to be at least 15 pounds away. Like 2 weeks prior. 2 weeks prior. And then the week of, you want to be... If you could be around 10, that's beautiful. Because you can lose 10... People, I know that sounds crazy because some people can't even lose 10 pounds in a month. It's like, but
I've seen guys like they literally will lose like 10 like 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how do you do that? Like,
so my process is, I've lost 20. My last 3 fights, I've lost 20 pounds in a week. So, which is not a good thing, but it's just the way my body is. But you cut off all carbs. You just cut off carbs, no bread, no pasta, no rice. You cut those things off. You cut off sodium. You cut off sodium on Wednesday. So the way it is, right? It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weigh-ins are Fridays. The fight's Saturday. So Monday you try to drink 2 gallons of water. Tuesday, drink 2 gallons of water. Wednesday, I think you drink about the same thing. Thursday, you try to drink maybe about a liter or whatever. You drink that much for a reason, right? Because that week, you're barely eating. But you're eating, like I said, no carbs. So for me, since my weight was so high, I'm eating things like chicken breasts with no salt, because you got to cut off sodium. Chicken breast with no salt, no nothing, and then an egg and avocados. That's all I'm having. And the way my body is, it retains foods and stuff like that. So I can only eat 1 time a day. So now I'm eating 1 time a day. I'm drinking a whole bunch of water. And now you have to sweat that off. And then you're just slowly losing it like that. And then by Wednesday, you want to be around 10. 10. Thursday, if you can be around like 7 to 6, you're money. You're good. Because
so I was gonna say, so by Friday though, once you fully cut that out, let's say 10 or 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. So how does that affect your body though? Like how does that affect you like for the actual fight day? So
it depends how badly it is, because for me it's not ever that bad. It just depends how you rehydrate. So there's a whole process to it. So after you weigh in, you make the weight. What you typically want to do is you want to come to that weigh-in. Probably having like a lunch bag. In there you have so now you cut off sodium. So what sodium does is it retains water. It makes it like that you hold water. So when you cut off sodium, it makes you lose that water weight. And that's what the 10 pounds we're losing, 20 pounds is what we're losing. We're losing water weight. We're not losing actual muscle, whatever. Because the moment I drink water, that little 10 pounds y'all saw me lose, we gain it right back.
I see.
We gain right back. So, so once we do that, you make sure you bring things to gain that sodium back. Because you want to make sure you rehydrate yourself. So you'll bring something like liquid IV, which is like this thing you just pour in water and then it hydrates you. You bring a Pedialyte, which is good for hydration. You'll bring something like Gatorade or like Powerade, you know, anything to get, and then boom, you put that in your system. Start drinking things that has sodium, and a whole bunch of sodium at that, and then you start drinking water. You start drinking water until they'll tell you until your pee becomes clear. Once it becomes clear, that lets your body knows that you're hydrated. And it's the same thing with that. And it's this process. And that day of, you just want as much sodium as you can in terms of food also. You want sodium, you want two things. You want sodium, you want carbs. So if you want, you should be eating rice. You should be eating some sort of like a whole bunch of bread. You should get soy sauce, any of those things. You put those things in your system because carb gives you energy. Carb, like, you know, it produces energy. So you want that. And then the next day, it's the same thing. You drink water. You get more sodium in your system, and you get more carbs.
So I know that you're doing this, that you want to reach that highest level. So for everyone watching this video when it comes out, how can we support you? What exactly those people supposed to do to help you get to that next stage, man?
Well, whoever's in the Florida area, Palm Beach area, you can join Senjutsu martial arts. You know, the more support that gym gets, the more they support us. They're a great team, you know. Whatever the fighters need, they provide it. You know, so, you know, the more support they get, the bigger the backing financially they get, the more they back us up, so they can do that. Also, you know, if I have a fight, you know, show love, come and watch. If not that, I know the last promotion I fought for was Combat Night. They do like pay-per-views. You guys can buy that, you know, just you know, watch and support. That's all I can ask for.
Respect that. So in terms of like promotion-wise, is there like flyers like out there where like people can just see the flyers and be like, okay, let me go watch that fight?
There are flyers, but it's more social media-wise. Like,
so what social medias you have right now? By the way, like where can people find you? Like find you?
Social media, just my name, Marven's Beauge, on Instagram. That's where, you know, I'll post majority of my fight stuff. Most of my flyers, I usually get a flyer. I'll post them like, I try to do it maybe every 2-3 weeks. You know, just to remind people that, you know, I got an up-and-coming fight coming up. Then I usually post my highlights and, you know, stuff like that, and, you know, results of my story.
When it all said and done, man, what do you want to be known as? Like when it all said and done, like is Marven the GOAT or Marven what?
I will say this is like, of course you want to be the GOAT, but, you know, I know for now, like as I'm fighting, is like I want to be known like as that, like as whenever I fight in that cage, I'll never disappoint you. Like it wasn't, hey yo, damn, Marven went in there and he ain't do nothing, he whatever. Nah, Marven gave it all he got. Like that man was doing his thing, even if I didn't get the decision we would like. But just know that shit, I went out there and I did the best I could. Like shit, I was trying to make it entertaining. Shit, I was trying to do everything to win.
For me, man, you already the GOAT right now, man. There's no one that's gonna touch you, all right? At some point, Marvin, I will show up to Florida and watch one of your fight 100%, man. I'm in Boston, man, but you know I do whatever it is to support you.
I appreciate
in terms of like, I'm heavy on the socials. You can see me showing love every day. I try my best, but you know when it all said and done, man, I want to see Marven at the top, man. What's that guy name? Adesanya or something?
Oh, Israel Adesanya.
I want to see Marvin as like the next is Israel or whatever, man. But Marv, man, it was a pleasure having you, man. You coming from all over Florida, coming to Boston, man, to show the production some love, bro. Thank you once again, brother, man. I wish you nothing but success in the future, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you.
All right, bro.